Did you ever wonder how a farmer brought his goods to town for trade before the Stone Arch Bridge was built in Kent?
In 1876, the only bridge connecting the Cuyahoga River's east and west banks was an old covered wooden structure lit by kerosene lamps. It was in terrible condition. Business and political leaders decided it was time to replace it. They envisioned a structure that would stand as a monument to their enterprise for years to come.
Kent's history of debate was alive and well even back then. The original contract called for a bridge with a width of 40 feet. However, Village Council, among others, wanted a wider bridge of 60 feet. After much discussion and debate, the contract was amended and the plan to widen the bridge was approved.
Beginning in July 1876, stone was quarried from a site on North Water Street near the bottom of Columbus Street. A man by the name of T.B. Townsend was contracted to build the bridge. The first stone was laid October 11, 1876. During this time of construction, business owners and citizens alike were inconvenienced. Trade suffered as townspeople and farmers from the west side of the river were not able to easily cross the Cuyahoga to bring their goods downtown for trade or do their shopping. Work was suspended over the winter and resumed again in early spring. Work to tear down the old wooden bridge began February 20th, 1877.
An average workforce of 60 men was working at any given time. One serious injury occurred during construction. W.D. Archer suffered a broken hip and some other serious injuries when he was crushed by a falling stone.
The last keystone was set by the mayor of Kent, Charles H. Kent, on September 22, 1877. It was during his administration that the bridge was conceived and completed. The final stone was laid on Tuesday, September 25, 1877 by Marvin Kent, an important force behind the bridge in the effort to widen it. The Main Street Stone Arch Bridge is 275 feet long and 60 feet wide. 40 feet of roadway with 10-foot sidewalks on each side. A total of 123,750 cubic feet of stone was used on the construction at a total cost of $26,531.03. The village paid $8,752 for the 20-foot expansion, leaving the county to pay the remaining $17,778.56. The first team of horses to cross the bridge belonged to E. Minnick, the village street commissioner, driven by Oscar Champney, followed by a team carrying a load of melons.
A stone cutter, I.D. Tuttle, was contracted after the bridge's completion to hand-cut a passageway for the Baltimore and Ohio Railroad to run trains on what are now the lower tracks. Mr. Tuttle was the stone cutter who also supervised the masonry work on the Marvin Kent Mansion later.
The Main Street Arch Bridge stands today as a true monument that has stood the test of time. It remains a well-traveled connection between the east and west sides of the river for vehicles and people. The bridge and arch dam are a visible and important part of Kent's history.